The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the pan. That dude Biz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin flying round the field. Starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. Hot the depot, yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pro's corpse. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyzing with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the boys ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats and the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always in season if people start five. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five, get it. We got what you need. If the sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five, get it. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat stick. I got what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, people. Should I say you dirty motherfuckers? We back finally after a brief little stint on the injured reserve list. We here. We made it with the newest and last episode of the Star 5 podcast for 2022. If y'all forgot who the fuck I am, I'm Mayor, that DJ named Ace 5, your mom's favorite fat guy from the deepest, darkest Africa. Well lit and warm too, by the way. I ain't freezing out here in my loincloth with my balls out and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we back, man. We gonna let y'all know where the hell we been, what's been going on in a minute. But as always, I need y'all to hit that QR code at the top corner of the screen. That'll take you to the Everything the Star 5 podcast related. We're going to wait for the homie to get back on the screen, but I'm going to throw it to my brother, Big O. What up? You on mute. This is how we just fumbling the whole bag when we coming back like we never did this before.
Yo, what's good, family? Yo, this is your boy Big O, back after a little brief hiatus. You know, just getting ready for the holidays, man. Get ready for the holidays. Thanksgiving was great to me. We'll see how Christmas rolled. You know, I got all my presents and all that out the way, so I'm good. I'm broke, but I'm good. You know, yeah, man. I'm happy to be back. You know, let's kick this show off let's end this year with a bang. You know what I mean?
Word up. And then right next to you, because we'll get to Jamal, like I said, when he comes back on camera. What I like to do is let everybody introduce themselves, because everybody on every other podcast seems to want to dive in and allow, do the introductions when I know y'all introduce your own podcast. So why not grant y'all what I try to grant everybody? And directly next to O is...
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Corey Salty Truth Floyd from Amerime Media, part of the Amerime Junkies podcast and the Geek Report. Check us out. I'm here with the Starting 5 podcast. Gonna have some fun today, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. And right above him, not riding him on top like that. Pause.
Yo.
This is DJ World Premiere, the boy wonder. Young scoliosis, smothered pork chops and white rice, heavy pepper. Your fave podcast could never. It's the German bomber, the pod father, red shirt zaddy. The World is Yours podcast. It's me. I'm back, baby.
It's him.
Much love to the Starting 5.
Yes, sir. I told you we needed to make this happen for sure, and we did.
That's an intro.
First off, thanks for I mean it damn near rivals mine. I fucking love it. Just the, the smothered pork chops and the heavy pepper, the red
The
shirt.
scoliosis part for me. I was like, whoa.
You know what
Young
I'm saying? But
scoliosis. Can't shake it.
One of my favorite newer pods that I picked up while listening to earlier this year, for sure, man, is The World Is Yours. And I know y'all are kind of on a brief hiatus in a way too, but y'all gonna be back soon, hopefully, because y'all chemistry is fucking hilarious, and I definitely want to be a part of that. Again, I thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Fantasy Football Podcast, which I told you I kind of shit the bed in, and I've been shitting the bed in. So
You ain't even participating. Now I had to call you. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to hit my man, tell him to set his lineup.
Mm.
But you snagged a couple in the last couple weeks, couple upsets helped the playoffs. So I'm here for it.
yeah, I know, and I know. Shout out to the people who want to trade for me. Send them trades through now. I'll give up my whole roster because I've been fucking up. But anyway, back. Who's allowed to smoke in the house? What the fuck?
I'm in the garage.
Oh, okay. What up, though?
Good loophole.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
We
Long time no see.
I know.
Long time no see. Long time no see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's been a good past couple of weeks. No complaints. Good to see everybody happy and healthy and ready for this wacky last 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah, man. And like usual, the man who started the Starfive podcast with me, who can't get technology right, had his camera working and then realized, oh shit, I'm looking dustier than I thought, and disappeared. JP, what's good?
I'm still here, nigga. I'm still here. You know, I told you
Dusty though.
we're working on some technical difficulties here, but I did make it though. But anyway, it's a great Sunday. Let's start it off first. It's a real great Sunday because all I gotta say is, Dan, how about them Cowboys?
Fuck them niggas. Fuck everything about them.
Philly, where I am from.
Wait. They lost in overtime?
Yes,
They
did.
lost?
Yes.
In fantastic fashion.
Really?
In overtime.
Pick six? Not the almighty savior Dak Prescott.
That was a Tony Romo type of loss.
Not you, Dak.
Not the daiquiri.
No.
It's funny though when you call Cowboy fans after they lose, you can't get a lot of them on the phone. It's real funny though. How you can't get some of them, or they hang the phone up on you, or they do that too.
Because
when they're winning,
I don't have.
We them boys, we that.
You know, you want to know why, JP? Because what you just said is what they doing. They in the mirrors like, we still them boys.
For the record, I don't know any friends that are Cowboys that I have their phone numbers too, so I don't have that.
Shout out to the good brother AP. We know him. You got his number.
I do. I don't acknowledge that part of our friendship.
Shout out to Michael Pope. Shout out to Carl.
Oh yeah. Hey, Dan, I called him. When was that? The last time they lost, I called my brother. He hung the phone up on me. He hung the phone up on me, Dan.
Oh yeah, Mikey.
As he should. Why he got to hear your bullshit? You know. Shout outs to the Bears too. By the way, 13-1 today. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
We're not here to talk. We're not here to fully talk about current events, though.
I know. I'm not mad, though.
I know, because y'all got rebuilding. Y'all rebuilding. But we here to not rebuild, but reflect in some sort of a way on 2022. And before we do that, we're talking about a person who's normally tech ready, finally got his shit together.
What's good? What's good, yo? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, my guy, you are out. You are outside for real?
I am outside, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, what's good, everybody? Yo, sorry for that little technical delay.
What did it?
Hey man, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, man. How's everybody doing?
We all right. But we what we were about to do besides celebrating a Cowboys loss for a brief 2 minutes was we
Hmm.
were going to just get into our years personally with
All right.
2022, man. So you had one of the more eventful ones. We'll get to you. We'll go to O, and then we'll go to our new brothers and guests next, and then we'll round it all the way around, finishing with me because y'all know I probably got a little soliloquy. So go ahead.
All right. All right. So, for me this year, 2022, it was a good year simply based on the fact that it was better than 2021. We was out the house. We wasn't banned from going anywhere. The world opened and what have you. You know, did a few things this year. Got back to doing some art. Traveled to Japan back in October for a project I've been working on since about 2019 that I thought was dead, but got resuscitated. So we're trying to pretty much market a TV show out in Tokyo and get it funded to shoot a whole season. So that's going real cool. Um, was happy to have that, and just happy to be out. Making films and such again. I shot a feature over the summer. Um, was just happy not to be in the house anymore for another year, like the previous year, COVID. There's some challenges that happened this year, but like my pops called it, he just calls it seasoning. It's life seasoning. So, um, jumped through a couple hoops like that. Um, got a new job this year. It's the greatest job I ever had in my life, and I also lost that greatest job I had in my life. So,
God damn.
Grand
God damn.
opening, grand
Grand
closing.
closing.
so
Damn.
yeah, man. So, but no, like I said, like my pops say, so that shit is all seasoning, man. It just makes you, you know, prepares you for life. So, but yeah, man. So we got some projects we're getting off the ground, and it looks like 2023 is going to be a busy year of shooting films.
Good, good. And you know
Dope.
what? Your pops calls it seasoning, but we don't need the seasoning to make the meat tougher. Pause. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
meat being life, but we don't need the seasoning to make anything tougher. We need it to tenderize, and you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying. But next up, I'm trying to throw it around, and I'm gonna just throw it around by the solo screen. You can take a hint who's next.
This year has actually been a lot. We American Media, me and American Media have accomplished some great goals. We just got picked up by Amazon. Uh,
Dope. That's real dope.
Also, I went on a, bit of a personal journey. I had a very dangerous health condition. Put me put me put me on the disabled list for about 3.5 months. And but I'm much healthier now, and I'm doing better, and I'm striving for greatness. Can't get rid of me that easily. And it is really good with the pandemic over. Put that in air quotes because I don't know. I don't trust too many humans out there.
Hmm.
Like that. That's the best way I can put that.
Yeah, I could dig it. I definitely could dig it. DJ, it's on you.
Shoot. I mean, this year's been, I'll say it's been a mixed bag of tricks, right? Uh, Ended last year on a decently high note, got everything together, started advancing with my show, started advancing with my craft, practicing my craft like I wanted to. And added a new person to my show this year. Things were running smooth, and then old habits come through, right? So if I'm a hothead nigga, or if I rub people the wrong way, I still got to remember I got to focus on that. So in the latter part of the year, me being a hothead, me rubbing people the wrong way, kind of put some things in jeopardy. But uh, recognizing where you mess up and bouncing back from it, that's half the journey. So hopefully we in a good place ending the year 2022 with all my friends, my family, and shit, I'm still gainfully employed. So let's celebrate that.
That's what's
14
up.
years at the gig.
Nice.
Salute to that.
Word up. Oh,
Hey, look, I'm 40. I've had 2 jobs in 20 years.
Damn.
that's
That's a
that's
good
that's
thing, man.
that's
That's
a
longevity.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah.
That's I've had
That's
like
amazing.
20 jobs in fucking 20 years.
But no lazy lima beans on this joint here.
Mm.
But hold up, because we know JP is the ancient one. Are you the youngest one though, DJ, or Corey? Are you the youngest one here? We always age
Uh,
check everybody. We always do.
I'll be 39 next year.
Oh
Oh,
damn!
Oh
So
yeah,
you are
yeah,
the
you the
youngest one.
youngest.
yeah.
But
I
you
just
got
Yeah.
turned.
you got us beat on all the grades though. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey,
Definitely
I
not gonna
got
lie.
y'all beat on a lot of hair too.
That's
That's
facts.
true. That's facts
Yeah,
for
this
real.
might be the
This
this
It's
might be
by
the
choice.
broadcast.
That's
It's by
facts.
choice for me. It's by choice for me.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
sure, I'm
but
good.
No hairlines were hurting this podcast.
that's facts though. But yo, it's on you.
Okay. Nah. I look at 2022 as a blessing for me. 2021 was kind of rough for the kid. Battling COVID, almost didn't make it out. You know what I'm saying? 2022, I was able to go on a couple of trips. You know what I'm saying? To some of my favorite places. Um, met a great group of guys, man, that I can consider family now. I have no complaints, man. I'm just looking to build on 2023. The momentum I have on 2022, and that's it. Mhm.
Word up, JP.
Man, 2022 could have been a much better year. Went through. I ain't gonna go into details. Of course, went through some shit. Still going through some shit. But hopefully 2023 is when everything comes together, man. And some of the shit happened in 2022 is out of my control. You know what I'm talking about, Dan.
Yeah,
But
factuals.
you, yeah, but hopefully 2023 will be a better year. 20 and the 2021, that's when shit started was going a little downhill, but it got a little worse in 2022. But hey, man, all I gotta do is try to keep my head up in 2023, and hopefully things will be better.
TJ.
Well, my 2022 was phenomenal. I can't put it any other way. I don't think I've had a run like this since '92. So it feels good. Did quite a bit of traveling. Went to Philly with Dan for the Cigar Fest. Um, went to Cancun with my daughter, and then went out to Cali to go visit her a couple of weeks out. So that was nice to get out and see different places. Got a new job earlier in the year. I'm loving it. It's a great start for me in my career. I'm looking to that's all I'm looking for into 2023 is building on that and just keep moving forward, just keep pressing. My sister's had a phenomenal year. One is pregnant, about to have a baby next year, and my youngest sister just got engaged in Paris. So family's doing
Oh
good.
wow.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of good shit going on right now. No complaints at all. Everybody's healthy, and that's all I care about. Happy is what you make it. But besides that, man, I got no complaints. I'm just looking to build off of what I accomplished this year and just go further with it.
Word. Now, just to answer this question, and shout outs to Running Larry watching us on YouTube. He said, "Yo, who the fuck keeps slurping and burping out this motherfucker?" It's probably me with the coke drip being outside in the cold and shit. You know what I'm saying? The coke flow is heavy running out the nose, but that's what happens when you retrohale and shit. And to be honest with you, when you
Calls for
retrohale,
snow.
when you hey, when you retrohale with smoking, you kind of want the runny nose to happen. That'll help keep the sinuses from freaking feeling blocked up and backed up, and then going to bed with headaches. But now to close out with my 2022, I'm gonna need y'all to understand where I'm at, because a lot of this stuff is conversations that we've had and stuff to how where I'm going to get to. 2022 was okay. I'm just glad it wasn't like 2019. where 2019, most of y'all know 2019, ready to unalive myself mentally because I was fucked up in the head bad. You know what I'm saying? And everything was going all right with this year. You know what I'm saying? We did Philly Cigar Week once again. Shout outs to John, Chalk, everybody down there involved with that event. Glad to forever be a part of that. Um, we had we had New York Cigar Festival. A little,
That's
a
right.
little, a little confusion set in the first beginning of it, but once we got rolling, I still don't know where that audio is.
That was a great
But
show, though.
but
That show
what
was
but
hysterical.
yeah, but when we get into our shit and when we do what we do, like what we did at J1Con this year,
Yes.
like TJ says, it reminded me, yo, when we freestyle, we are at our best. And when we freestyled at both of these joints, we were at our best. But with J1Con, after that wrapped up, that's when this started to get fucked up again in the head. And I say that because I didn't know our brother JG was stuck in transit. So in my head, I'm worried, like, yo, where the fuck is he? Where is he at? Where's he at? Like, we had his passes and everything. Where's he at? But we didn't know we couldn't communicate with him. Then TJ hit me, was like, yo, I gotta bring this call back the next day, so I won't be able to be here. And then you hit me, you hit us with the arm here, but you didn't tell us you wasn't staying. And you just and y'all just straight did the Irish exit on us and disappeared. And so I was like, fuck, which then something did come up at home. I had to tell Jason, yo, I couldn't do the second day. You know what I'm saying? Because I did have to get back home. But then while going back home, I'm listening to shit and I'm just reminiscing on what it took to build this year's J1Con for me, for the Black Finity Gauntlet. And I instantly recalled the two people who, in my terms, I say big time me and never responded back, to where it was a cause of people not responding to the invite, turned it into the freestyle session that we had on that platform and still killed it. You know what I'm saying? So good came out of it. But with people not responding to me, it made me think back to the first Black Finity that I did and how I invited all these podcasters to be a part of it, but then there's only two of us left technically that are still active. Then it brought me to the following year's Black Finity, where three of us are still active technically, are still active. And so I started to feel like, fuck, I'm seeing on TikTok all these people having success, and I'm seeing Instagram all these people having success, and hearing about this podcast getting this deal, this podcast getting that deal, only being around for 5 months, 6 months, shit like that. And it's just like, yo, I'm putting everything together. And I started to feel like, yo, I am at the nucleus of everything that's not growing. I am at the nucleus of yo, I was involved with these podcasts in one shape, form, or another, but now they're no longer. You know, now one show, they closed their doors after doing a decade's worth of shit. Much success to them in their path, in their futures. You know what I'm saying? But I started to feel like I was the common denominator. I was the common flaw to why we wasn't going anywhere. You know, why we wasn't moving, why other shows that I now was a part of wasn't moving. And the y'all know me well enough to know that it's like I'm constantly striving for greatness when it comes to this. I'm constantly I'll accept the win in the moment, but then almost immediately I'm like, what's next? Which that's what most great business minds do. But how long could you be in the vicious cycle of looking for more, and nothing coming out of it? And then when I realized, like, I had these little angry microaggressions that started to happen where I would get mad at little shit that my kids did, or I wasn't responding to my wife properly, things like that.
Mm.
I literally had to just shut it all down. And then I sent my my homies, but former podcast partners in Wrestling is Trash. I sent them the message, and then I sent everybody here the message that, like, yo, all pod and shit has to stop for me. Like, I have to. I'm fucked up. I'm not even, paraphrasing what I wrote. It was a nice lengthy thing, and I just had to step away. And that we literally haven't had a show since the Blackfinity Gauntlet content that I released later after the show. So the whole month of November till now, we haven't done anything. My brothers had my back morally, but then the irony of when I was ready to come back, y'all were ready to finally do a show today, and y'all don't understand how bad I still want to hear an episode of this podcast without me on it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I still want that ability to hear this show without me on it, because what I'll say now is not nothing that I haven't said to y'all. So I don't, y'all can grill me, screw whatever after here. But the length of time that we've been doing this, promotions would happen here and there, and I know where I dropped the ball with even giving y'all stuff to promote. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of things didn't move if I didn't do it. And these are things that I have expressed to y'all. So I don't want this to feel like this is a reading. I'm trying to read. It's not that. I'm venting where my head was and giving the public where my head was. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to talk to me on the side, if y'all felt like I said something wrong, please do. You know I love y'all, brothers. Y'all are family with me. Family should be able to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's where my head was. But then time passed and I got better. After I sent everybody the message, I literally cried, literally tears flowing from my face for a good 5 minutes after. But no bullshit. Once that stopped, it actually felt like a cleansing, like that. It felt like a reset. But I stuck to my commitment of not creating anything, but then sitting back trying to think, what should I do next? What should be next? And at one time I even briefly thought, the starting five might have to be no more. But then I couldn't let that happen because we've been running for too fucking long. We have done a lot over the years. You know what I'm saying? So 2022, just to cut this shit, 2022, the end of it became a reflection year for me. And we normally do kind of take 2 weeks off or so towards the end of the year because of the holidays coming up anyway. So this kind of actually became its reboot that we normally did. But it was more important for me to get this right, to get my head right before we came back to but before I came back. Because like I said, I wanted this show to continue. And the brothers were going to hold me down. But conflicting schedules got in the way, so I understand. I totally understand.
But we still kept in touch behind the scenes to let you know what was good. So
Yes,
it's not like you
yeah.
It's not like you was out of the loop or anything like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
totally. And I never felt like that. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So, but 2022 to close it out, and especially because we go on Sundays. Next Sunday is, y'all know what, if you even know, it's my birthday. I would work on my birthday, but my birthday happens to be the holiday that is everybody else's holiday.
Mm.
So whatever, I turned 43, but more importantly, it's my daughter's day because my youngest daughter turns 10 that day. The day after, my middle daughter turns 11. So that holiday became about them. Fuck me.
That is so crazy, dude.
And
How your timing must be like whatever, what, February or March?
March was sexy time.
That's a hot month for you, bro. That is a hot month for you.
And then my father turned 70
Mm,
on the 26th also. So it's not
nice.
for me
You
no
was
more.
you was
It's
coming home lit on March Madness and made babies. Like March Madness, it's not for you
Oh,
no more, bro. You
St.
gotta sit
John's
that
won
out.
again. St. John's won again.
Oh
Oh
my
shit.
goodness, hilarious.
the Big East lives on. But yeah, man, 2022 was just it was cool until the end of October, but I am appreciative of this reset. And I'm appreciative of this reset. I will keep it honest with you. My focus has been on listening to podcasts and stuff like that and trying to get my head right. I haven't really even focused on sports as heavy as we normally do. But to get that shit out of the way, let's get right into the sports half of the awards that we're giving for team. We're going to go into the team of the year. Now, DJ, I'm sure I gave y'all not that much time to think about it, but who is the team of 2022?
That's easy. It's the Saints, the New
Oh,
Orleans Football Saints.
What?
No,
let him.
no,
Let,
I'm just no.
I was about to say, let him,
What?
Yo,
let him, let
I
him
was I
Trust
was
land.
ready
me.
for the explanation. I was like,
Trust
yo,
What?
me. Even I don't believe that. The
I was like, yo, he must be from New Orleans.
the team of the year has got to be the Warriors. They won the chip. Everybody thought they couldn't do it. A whole lot of nonsense coming out of the camp after they won the chip with Draymond being Draymond, punching the young bull in the face, and then the tape got leaked. How many times has there been a fight and practice and the tape never got leaked? My man wanted to leak the tape so bad, I think he took a short on it, right? Like,
Probably
like
did.
my man took like 5 stacks. Like, yo, my car note due. He didn't even go. He didn't even go for the gusto. He could have gave it to Jordan Poole and said, "Hey, 25. Or everybody's going to know you ain't got hands." Uh, so I'm gonna go for the Warriors because we still relevant. We came back when everybody said Steph couldn't do it. When they said Clay couldn't do it, he ain't had no gas in the tank. Steve Kerr was a one-trick pony. They gotta be team of the year. Everybody else is more like a disappointment this year.
Yeah, salty. See, he said that. I'm still waiting for that IK and Polly on Geno Smith tape, but I don't know if we'll ever get that.
Mm.
Jawbones all over the floor. But what's your team of the year?
My team of the year. I'm gonna have to. I'm literally gonna have to go with the recently crowned World Cup winners, Argentina.
nice choice.
It came down to
Oh
penalty
shit.
kicks.
Mhm.
What? What?
Well, they'll explain that in a second. But go
Uh,
ahead, live for a second. Go ahead.
I mean, Diego Maradona was killing it. Angel Maria was killing it. I mean, they had an overall really good run, and I really can't stand the French football clubs. So
Now, JG had some real brief opposite opinions on that. So before you give your team, go ahead, go off on that real quick and what we was talking about earlier today.
Okay, so no, I'm not a fan of Argentina by any means. I don't like
Fuck
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina's history towards black folks, they can burn in hell. However, and not trying to jump on the recency bias because originally I had the Astros as the team of the year, but I have to go with Argentina, and it kills me to do that because these sons of bitches, they had the storybook setting set up for Lionel Messi, and they fucking crushed it. They
yeah,
absolutely killed it. And as much as I hate them, um, um, you know, because of what they did, this guy's probably going to go down as the goat, at least the talked about goat. You
hmm
know, and they had a lot of pressure on them to do it. They didn't start the cup off well. You know, they had that loss to Saudi Arabia, which is just bananas. I think they just took a
yo,
check. They took a check. You know, so um, but this World Cup final was the greatest World Cup final I've ever seen in my life. It's better than all of them combined. I was rooting for France. I'm pro France. You know, we all talk about that France is the greatest African team ever assembled. Um,
It's
you
funny
know,
because it's true.
It's
yeah,
true.
you know, and France,
Yo,
that
France
team is,
does to Africa what baseball does to Latin America.
yes, sir, yes, sir. And they had, you know, France came, they played to. No, no, I don't want to turn this into a World Cup thing. But yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm gonna have to go with Argentina, bro.
Oh,
Um, I was gonna pick the Astros. Before, you know, I wasn't gonna pick the Astros. The fact that, you know, they spanked the Yankees without cheating this time. That was gonna be my choice.
Hmm.
France is my choice. France is my choice because they made it to the finals. Without two of their best players,
Three.
Benzema and Pogba. Yes, yeah, Benzema,
Okay.
Pogba, and Conte.
Yeah.
Um, I loathe Argentina. I respect Messi. But every time they showed Argentina, it pissed me off. Every time they showed the fans, the palm colored fans, it pissed me off. Um,
Yeah.
Hmm.
so yeah, I how much did I bet on it? I bet about $20, you know, on on France. But like Jamal said, man, it was a great game. It was drama filled, but France was not supposed to get there, you know,
No.
when they did. And yeah, you know, my hats off to them, man. And they turned it into a hell of a final, you know. So France is my pick.
now JP, I don't know if you've seen Bounty Killer's IG, but he was showing how Jamaica was pro Argentina, which, you know, it is what it is. But he's funny. He
That
said
that I thought was very peculiar.
it was like he said, I never seen black and green turn into white and blue so quick.
But they
But
was pro
JP,
Brazil early in the cup, though. At the beginning of the cup, they was all pushing for Brazil.
well, that's my
Yeah, they
squad,
always
but
push for
you know,
Brazil.
Yeah.
we shit the bed early though. But JP, who's your team this year of the year?
Probably have to go with the Warriors too. I would have to go with the Warriors, especially when you look at what they went through last year. Clay coming back, older team. People were saying Warriors were
We see the
done.
flag.
People were saying Steph was getting older, and you know they pulled it out. You know they beat a very good young Boston Celtic team, and they showed the character of how to win. I gotta give them their due. You know, nobody. Well, very few people picked them to win. A lot of people thought the Bucks were going to win, the Nets. You know, this, that, and the third. But the Warriors came through. It always shows, man, that they're one of the best. They've had one of the best runs in NBA history.
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed. Now, I we're talking recency bias. The season ain't over, but I'm being biased as fuck right now. 13-1. Nobody expected my Philadelphia Eagles to be where they're at right now, and
Yo, I'm
every
turning
last
this
Nope.
off right now. I'm
and
turning this off
every
right now. I
and
can't listen to
every
this
and
bullshit.
every last one of y'all know where I stand on my Eagles, and
Mhm.
JP knows the longest. How much I'm
Yep.
a realist. How much I'm a realist. I have never expected this type of start to this season. Shout outs to Running Lariat again. He put the Astros. I will never ever pick the Astros at fucking anything, except for Dusty Baker. Shout outs to Dusty Baker,
Shout out to Dusty Baker.
Of course.
of
Absolutely.
course.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm going with because we closing out the year on a high. My Philadelphia Eagles, and it don't now. Thank you, Dallas. Shout outs to the Dallas Cowgirls fans. Y'all made next week's game. It really don't even mean shit anymore. To
No,
be
it's
honest,
irrelevant.
Nope.
Yeah. It's irrelevant.
TJ, it's on you.
I'm gonna go a little left right here. My favorite team is Team Predator versus Team Kevin from fucking Home Alone. Uh,
Motherfucker.
Man.
Shout out to Lou in the
Oh,
comments.
fuck.
No, we was talking about the Ultimate Warrior, the Macho Man.
The story that won't go away.
Yeah, my bad. Nah. Oh.
If y'all
Nah, for
haven't
real.
heard that episode, please go back and find
For
them.
real. Nah, my team, and it pains me to see this out of anything, was the Boston Celtics, because they started the first half of the basketball season in the toilet, and from January on, they just came out and destroyed people to make it to the NBA Finals. That took a lot of grit. You saw the maturity of Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown did his thing. Marcus Smart contributed his annoying ass. But they did what nobody thought they were even capable of doing. And now with the start they had this year with the whole Udoka situation, and they're the cream of the crop of the NBA right now, not even the Eastern Conference of the NBA. So it pains me to say that, but the luck of the Irish is with these bastards.
Yeah, and now roll that into the sports moment of the year, because I kind of wanted to you mentioned it just now. Like I know Jay Jamal got a different pick, but that Udoka situation was probably, to me, like one of the more sports moments of the year, where it was insanity, because all he did was just get caught cheating, technically. And it became this firestorm of just fucking nonsense.
Bill Clinton got caught cheating, and they tried to fire him. So hey,
yeah,
Tom Brady got caught cheating, and all they did was ban him from a few games
and shit the bed in the season. But you know what I'm saying. But the Udoka thing was one thing. But you know what? I'm personally going to give it up as far as moment of the year, and we could all briefly talk about this, because this is one of the more hot button issues over the last couple of weeks. Deion Sanders doing the smart fucking thing and signing with Colorado.
Oh my God. Okay.
I don't care what you niggas think out there. I am sorry. Number one, the man. Well, hold on. Let's answer this shit. He said, what an idiot would cheat on Nia Long?
I can answer that.
Go ahead, please do.
I can answer that too. A nigga with way more money than me.
Listen, I knew there was no limits when Eric Benet cheated on Holly Berry. I knew that anything could happen.
For every bad chick, it's the guy that's tired of fucking her. For every baddie, like maybe her breath stink. Maybe she don't, maybe she don't take showers but twice a week. Like she looks fire
making
in
shit
Boys
up,
in
man.
the Hood.
Stop making shit up, bro.
I cannot allow.
I'm pretty confident Nia Long got bad feet. I'm pretty confident her pinky toenail looks like a sunflower seed.
Hey man, listen.
Wow.
You're not fucking her feet.
They dry on the bottom.
I mean, every night.
Dry on the bottom, like right on the heel. It's real dry.
I'm glad you cleaned that up, bro. You said not every night, because there's whole sections of websites dedicated to the feet.
Bro, where you getting this information from, man?
Like, we never seen her feet.
Bro, Nia Long is so fine that in several of her movies, we had to abandon logic to allow the movie to keep going.
Yeah.
Remember Love Jones? Nia Long was a very fucked up person in Love Jones. Yet we all let that shit slide. The same way black women let Q slide in Love and Basketball, we let that shit slide for Love Jones.
But something's gotta be wrong. Like she don't cook at the house. She leaves socks all over the place. Like something. Like my man Udoka was on the road.
That's a good trade-off to me. I mean,
wait a minute. Your man's complaining about wild first world problems, yo. This is ridiculous.
Some shit rub you the wrong way. Like yo, shorty
she rub you the right way every night, sink. Though. What you talking about?
But she left her face on the sink again. This is the third time this week, and it's on Wednesday.
Listen, it's a lot of shit I'm willing to put up with for the right woman.
He said I would lick
Nia Long is the right woman.
Yeah.
I would lick the toenail fungus off Nia Long. No Lamisil needed, B. Yeah.
Wow.
God
Nah, holy
damn.
shit.
When
Yeah.
You
y'all find out
are
she got that
crossing
bad
all
breath
kind of
disease, y'all
lines.
gonna be hurt.
Bruh. First off, that shit sound like that grayscale shit they have in Game of Thrones.
Oh
I
wow.
need you.
Somebody go get a maester.
Hey, yo.
Yo, get Samuel Tarly. He got it.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what?
Oh my god. Y'all are
I'm,
retarded.
you know what? 'Cause I don't care what y'all have on this list as moment of the year. That was good enough segment for moment of the year. That was
No, it has
moment
to
of
be it has to be a sports moment. I do have one.
go ahead.
Watching Israel Adanya lose.
Mm.
I'm not like,
Well,
and the funny thing is, he's an amazing fighter.
Yeah, why are you happy about that?
No, I said it's a great moment because he handled it like an adult. In
Oh, okay.
comparison to a lot of other fighters
Okay.
that go in these little bitch tirades, Conor McGregor, yeah, he handled it. He handled it like a real champ should.
Him and
And for a
Usman.
guy that
Yeah.
young, I wasn't ready. I don't think I was ready to see that type of humbleness come from him because he's a cocky ass fighter.
he backs it up though. He backed up
Oh,
that cock.
He had
without
to
a
handle it though.
doubt.
Yeah, he had to handle it that way because all the garbage he talks about, as cocky as he is, he had no
Yeah.
choice but to just eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
and he did, and he
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
So that was a great sports moment for me.
But I gotta bring it back to what I did start off in, and Deion Sanders signing with Colorado because number one, every coach in college football is always looking for the better opportunity, and
The bag, Dan. The bag.
it became an instantly better opportunity by way of the bag. Number two, he's bringing half of them kids along with him. Thank goodness for the transfer portal. If there is anything decent in college sports, that's one of the few things. But number three is because Jackson State also fumbled the bag. And that's the portion that people aren't talking about because niggas out there was looking for Deion Sanders to be the fucking savior of every single HBCU. That shouldn't be the case. That hasn't been the case. And
But
to be
Dan,
honest with you, hold on. Those HBCUs out there that want the saving, you still got Eddie George out there. You still got a legacy name in Eddie Robinson Jr., by way.
That's not the
Y'all
same.
need
It's
to
not his
do
son
better.
though, right?
But still, it's a fake ass
Yeah.
name, Eddie
Yeah.
Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No relation. No relation.
But still,
But if I could interject for a moment,
but still, go ahead.
the whole subject pissed me off because I'm like, don't get me wrong, Deion Sanders most of the time he could be about the culture, but the one thing Deion Sanders has always been about is
It's
is the
his
Dion.
money.
It's
motherfucking money.
Dion.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
why all out of nowhere all these fucking people who don't know shit about Deion Sanders all of a sudden, oh, he turned his back on the culture. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about?
This
All
this
right,
is
but wait a
this
minute. Wait
is
a minute.
the
Well, let me just say this real quick. Deion Sanders, when he got the jobs in Jackson State, he told me he said this in front of everybody. God told me to do this.
That
All
part.
right. All right. You
That
don't
part.
leave nothing in like 3 years because God told you to do. Did
I know,
God tell you to leave in three
but
Listen,
years?
I'm
if you
not
know
No.
big on
Dion,
religion, but I see people use God for a lot of things.
yes. And here's the thing: is if we know Dion, and if you know who Dion is, and you've seen Dion, what is Dion besides a phenomenal athlete? Dion is a
He's a
preacher.
salesman.
He's a
He's a
preacher.
salesman.
He gonna
As a
give you
showman.
We
whatever
live in a
sermon he gonna sell you to get you to move his way, and
we
then
live in a country
yeah,
where there's a preacher named Creflo Dollar.
bingo.
And speaking of dollar, as we said, when God told him,
in God, in God we trust.
But
But
yo,
okay, all right.
in
All right. So
Jackson
I have a
State.
question. I have
what?
a question, right?
Marco, my
I have
bad.
a
I didn't mean to
question.
cut you off. Yo, didn't Fam have a hit single that said "Must Be the Money"?
Yes,
Okay.
Dion.
yes.
All I
But
hear is
like it's
Pretty
Million
mad
Dollar
catchy too.
heavy.
It
Man's
was
theme
catchy.
music. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
But yo,
Money, money, money,
I have a
money,
question though.
money.
All
Go ahead,
right,
bro.
I
Go
have a
ahead.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
The elephant in the room would be Jackson State, right? Because
Yes.
my whole thing was initially when news first came out, we were all upset, we were all up in arms. oh, Dion chased the bag, whatever. He said, "Fuck
No,
swag."
we
After
were
after he
not
said,
all up in
after he
arms.
said, say again.
I said we were not all up in arms.
Not me.
You
Exactly.
said,
Not me.
I,
you
I
said,
was I was about
you
to ask you,
said,
bro.
who the fuck
Define
is
we.
we?
Okay, I
Define
was.
we.
I know you like
I
the French
was.
team, but damn.
Nigga said there ain't no I. There ain't no I in we.
I was,
Ain't
but
no
no,
I in
we
team
were all.
either.
Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is that we were all asking. Well, I was asking, why was Dion leaving Swag after he was saying I am Swag, right? But then you have to turn around. Now word comes out that Jackson State was not giving him this dude any funding. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the shit that he had to come out of his own pocket for. He didn't get any bonuses for going undefeated and winning titles over there. So I mean, what was he supposed to do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
gonna
So
keep
and
giving
when
a
I
man a crow dinner and get mad when he chooses duck l'orange.
But
right,
part of
Exactly.
that's his fault though, because he talked such a good game that
But no, he did a lot for
Jackson
that
State
school.
he
He
did a
did a
lot.
lot. He did a
He
lot.
got
He
him the
got them players.
uniforms,
He
he
got
got
them
him
uniforms. He got
better
them
travel
suits.
accommodations, and he
He
did
got them
all that out of his
suits.
own
They
pocket.
had new uniforms every fucking week. He
On
knew Michael
TV all the
Strahan.
time.
Yeah, Michael Strahan hooked his players up with suits. He took care of those kids. It was about the kids when he was there. Don't get it twisted.
But
He
he
took care.
didn't apply any pressure to the school.
The school is
That's
broke.
the
The
issue.
school is in one of
The
the poorest counties in Mississippi, bro.
super broke. That's why
And
he
the
got
In the
robbed like
poorest
5
state.
times while he was
In the
out there.
poorest state. So they weren't going to give him
I
shit.
I get that. I
Well,
get that, right? But
you,
okay, but okay. In those 3 years, how much money has Dion brought that conference in those
that
three
part,
years?
that part. And
You
what
know what I'm saying?
to me, I know JP you was about to say something, but to me, what topped the cake, what took the cake for me was when I heard that this man, all he did was make a simple request to have his field cut every Thursday, and he had to go out there and cut the grass himself a couple times.
Oh
Mhm.
no, no, man. That's
Yeah,
just
see,
no. That
That's
wouldn't be
crazy.
happening. No,
see,
no, no.
I
No.
got to say the nay no, my brother. I've got to say the nay no.
Exactly.
That's
I'm out.
crazy.
JP, I'm out.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. Here's another thing with Dion too. Look, people say about, oh, he's leaving the stuff. They offered him $30 million, 5-year contract, $30 million. And here's the main thing. If people were so upset about Dion leaving, or we want the upgrades of the facilities and the fields and everything like that there, how come nobody started GoFundMe? What's up with the alumni, the HBCU alumni? What about the presidents? What about the athletic directors? But yet still, you got niggas out here getting a GoFundMe for Kanye West to make him a billionaire again. But you mean to tell me you couldn't start a GoFundMe for Dion and you know and what he's doing?
JP, let's be real. Nobody cares about education, man.
It's not about education, though. It's deeper than education with that. It's about money being brought into these black institutions. That's what it's about, and upgraded facilities and stuff. Me and a couple of my friends, we got into a debate last week because one of my friends said, "Oh, we always going to Alabama, Kentucky, whatever." And it's like I told him, guess what? Okay, say for example, I'm a 5-star recruit, the #1 player in the country. I'm going to whatever HBCU. Their weight room looks like my damn high school's weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, I go to Alabama or Texas or whatever. What I have, my own locker, best nutritionist.
First
best
of all,
food.
you don't have the same medical staff. If you get hurt in Jackson State or
You
one
have
of
the
these
same
SWAC
medical
schools,
staff. Hold on, let me finish.
you're not getting the same medical
staff.
treatment as the
Exactly.
Alabamas, the Miamis, the Notre
So I'm a
Dames. Your career could be over at that level
hold on.
because you didn't get the proper treatment.
And a better NIL deal too. Better NIL deals. These dudes giving me millions of dollars to do commercials. So you have to look at the whole thing of why these recruits and stuff go to other universities and stuff. Because they have more resources to offer. That's
and
why.
they're going to pay the bills for their family. They're going to take care of their family.
Here's my last point.
That's the bottom line.
Here's my last point. Me and my mom living in the projects all our lives. Alabama just offered me a scholarship, and they just said, "Oh, we'll give you $3 to $5 million in an NIL deal." I go to wherever HBCU, they might give me an NIL deal for a couple $100,000 in a scholarship. Where
Well,
am I going to go?
that's not truly how them
Shit.
NIL deals really work. It's not that you get a deal. It's you are allowed to go out and get deals. And
Right.
we
That's
already
you know what I'm saying.
right, but we already know that's not going to be afforded to everybody, no matter where you go. All it did was just allow the opportunity to go get, which you couldn't do before, which is all good. But
Mm-hmm.
all the Hotep Negro spiritualists who were trying to look at Deion Sanders as the fucking savior of all black universities did not look
That
at the
one man
bigger
can't
picture.
do it.
Yeah, and
They looked at it as high tide raises all ships, bro.
right,
That's the way. That's
and
the way they
as
looked at it.
and as somebody who might get the That Nigga's Crazy award once said, no one man could have all that power, but nor should have all that power, because he does not have all that power. Instead, they should be thanking him for having more HBCUs on TV than outside of just the fucking the Bayou Classic or the other classics.
Mm-hmm.
Having them on TV, having them even get covered on ESPN on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying?
An actual ESPN, not ESPN3.
Right, not the Ocho, none of that. Like,
Not ESPN Ocho.
right, none of that.
ESPN Plus, all that shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. So
You know what
I
though? But it's still
Yeah.
evolving because they're killing Dion, but they don't know what he probably opened the door to. We don't know how many more of these ex-pro athletes is going to start going back to these HBCUs. They may be thinking of that 5 years from now. You know
that
what I
Look
mean?
at
part,
Mo Williams.
Yeah,
Mo Williams.
yeah.
I didn't know it was Jackson
Because
State men's basketball coach.
if he stayed at Jackson State another year, them endorsements was coming to the HBCUs. So I get why they think they lost the impending meal ticket. But the overall picture is there's jobs available now for a lot of these athletes who actually want to coach and not just be position coaches or friendly hires in
Jamal,
big
he gave
college
him a
programs.
different. He gave him a
Yeah,
different avenue
these
to
guys.
maneuver.
Yeah,
but
He
these
gave him a
guys.
different avenue
Yeah.
to maneuver.
This
but
dude got Travis
HBCUs
Hunter to come to
already.
Jackson State. Travis Hunter, the #1 high school player in the country last year, to come to Jackson State.
but even still within all of that, the other unwritten rule that they're not talking about is how many other black coaches are now going to gain opportunity, period.
Yeah,
That
that's what I'm
too.
saying. Yeah,
Because of the
that's part of
moves.
my point. Yeah,
That
yeah,
I knew that was part of your point. Yes, thank you.
yeah.
Is that so many more black, and then two, look at all the quote unquote multicultural people that were former NFL coaches that are like, yo, I want to go coach defense for Dion. I want to
Yeah.
coach special teams for Dion, because they see the gravitational pull that man pulls around. Plus, once again, all the black athletes he's going to be bringing from Jackson
Listen,
State to a quote unquote PWI. And
Dion's
then
going to get that coaching tree where he's going to have coaches go out
that's
and
a
get
part
their
of it.
whole shit. You know what I'm
That's a
Let's
saying?
part of it.
pause.
I believe
Hold
that.
on. He got to do well at Colorado first.
Right,
Get to bed.
and
You can't do well without recruits. And apparently,
and
he's already on the transfer portal already, getting recruits in there. You got to have
and
talent to win.
and I was gonna say, just to
And Sanders.
wrap all of this is, if he could turn around a 1-in-10 program, it's sky's the limit,
That's
and
right.
the
Limits the
ceiling
sky.
and the ceiling is the roof. You know what I'm
Limits the
saying?
roof.
But anyway, let's go around real quick. We'll just mention them brief minute on why you picked this person as the athlete of the year. Then we're gonna get into some of the other fuckery in the entertainment world. JP, go ahead. Athlete of the year, male or female?
Male or female? I'm going to go with Sidney McLaughlin.
Oh, good call. That's nice.
Broke the 400-meter world record, and 400-meter,
Try it out.
400-meter world record. 400-meter hurdle world record. Smashed it. Ran first woman to ever run under 51 seconds. I don't see that record going anytime soon. She put on a show, won double gold medals at the world championships. I'm going with Sidney McLaughlin.
That's a good
TJ?
call, JP.
I'm going with Tommy. Tom Brady, aka Tom Brazy, lost his girl. Well, first he retired. He quit. He walked out the door. He went home, hung out with his kids. His kids ain't a vibe. He said, "I'm going back to work."
Mhm.
Lost, lost 200, 300 mil with the Bitcoin. Lost his girl. Picked up a new joint. Told his girl, "Look, we're gonna divorce so that this Bitcoin loss don't hit the whole empire. But buy a house across the street. We still together." 40 plus years old, and he's vegan, still playing at a high level. It's got to be Tommy.
How did
Oh,
you play
that's
at a
why
The
high
niggas
level?
man
lost all
is
that weight.
vegan. The man is vegan.
because he's
That,
How
vegan.
did
that
you
that's
play
why
at a
that's
high
why he
level?
lost all that
Allegedly,
weight.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Wait, what happened now?
Allegedly.
I'm sorry, I'm back. What I
I
missed?
think cocaine is in the vegan diet.
Mhm.
It's a plant.
Yeah, it's on you, Corey, athlete of the year. Just a brief name and
Ooh,
why athlete of the year. That's what we up to.
oof. Athlete of the year. All right, this is going to be a bit unconventional, but I'm gonna have to give it to Cody Rhodes
I give it up. I give it up for that.
because I understand what a torn pectoral is and how that is, and for him to still go out there and perform, that was hands down one of the most painful things I've ever watched.
And he did it with the right dance partner.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, Seth has come a long way because he used to botch and fuck people all up.
Word to
Man, I was
Sting's
waiting for you to
back.
finish that sentence, man.
Word
Yeah,
to Sting's
because
back.
Seth was a botch fucking machine. He was like he improved under unlike like Nia Jax or something.
Don't you dare diss my girl like that. But anyway,
Yo, Nia Jax is a fucking botch machine. I
hey,
mean,
shit,
god
that's
damn.
enough. Oh, it's on you.
But yeah, Cody.
All right.
But yeah, the American Nightmare. I gotta give it to him.
And funny that you give it on the year, and he only was around for the first quarter.
Right. But it was
Mhm.
such.
Yeah, I give it up. I
Yo,
give it up. I give it-
what do y'all think about real quick while we're on that wrestling? What do y'all think about Mandy Rose, the situation with Mandy Rose in WWE?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that right now, JP.
Mm,
Mhm.
She was the victim of a 360 deal because the WWE. Now, part of the problem. Here's a part of the problem. She did what she did with her OnlyFans under her name of Mandy Rose, but Mandy fucking Rose is her real name. Her first name is Mandy. Her middle name is Rose. So there's a little bit of conflict in that, but yet the WWE has copywritten probably Mandy Rose because of the
mm-hmm.
character. And so
And
that's where
merchandising.
the issue in the two come together is that yes, it's her real name, but because contractually, and plus the WWE is a big 360 deal, just like the record industry. They got to get a cut
Mhm.
off of whatever you do on the outside. So unfortunately, she got what she got, and that's what it is. And
Yeah,
that's
they were
that.
gonna make her to they were gonna make her to a major star on the main stage too. Damn, she fumbled
Well,
the bag.
she flopped the first go around on the main stage, and possibly would have been called up soon, but it is what it is now. She got called out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on you.
All
That's
right. All
okay.
right. Um. I spend too much time on soccer and international soccer, so I'm not gonna. As far as the world, I'm gonna say athlete of the year, Kylian Mbappe. But as far as United States, definitely Aaron Judge, man. Aaron Judge was percentage points away from the triple crown in his contract year. You know what I'm saying? For him to do that, all the stars aligned. Dude is 29 years old, signing a 10-year deal. That means his last couple of years on that contract is gonna be shit years that the Yankees gonna have to eat
Oh, they
if
don't
they
care.
if they still have them. You know.
They got
but
money. They do that. Yeah.
word. But yeah, yeah. Aaron Judge by far, man. I mean, that they were all, an August away from winning that World Series, man. But
Yeah.
is what it is.
We got
But
beat up. We got
that's my
beat up
choice.
bad though. It is what
That
it
was
is.
an
TJ,
Astros away.
yeah, TJ,
Yeah, Astros away. Yeah, that too. I knew that. I knew they were going to be the Astros, but it is what it is.
TJ, did you freeze?
No,
You
I'm
got
here. I'm here. I mean, my GOAT after the year is the GOAT. She retired this year, and she went out with grace and style. It's got to be Serena Williams, yo. She's just the GOAT of all GOATs. She went out the way she did. It was gracefully. I mean, all of that she's accomplished. She'll be a legend for life. There's young girls who, to this day, that want to emulate her, and it was just an amazing run for her. So that's my GOAT of the year.
yeah.
Right.
Jamal, before you go,
Yeah.
I was gonna give it up to Messi because of recency bias. This is his
Mhm.
last World Cup and all that. But I'm being biased. Fuck recency bias. I'm being biased. I'm going Jalen Hurts because
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
God damn.
only because and JP knows, and y'all should know if you follow my TikTok. Jalen Hurts made me create an apology video for doubting that man's skills.
Mm. Why did you have such doubts,
It
sir?
is.
Rightfully
Why?
so.
Why?
I,
Because you never trust any quarterback from Alabama.
I know, man, but I remember when he got drafted by the Eagles, and I was getting those Donovan flash. I remember a ton of Eagles fans was upset with that pick, and I wondered. I said, did they watch him play? Has anybody watched him play at Alabama? And then watch where he went when he transferred. Watch him continue to do the same shit. You know?
JP, we've had these conversations many a times, and how
Yep.
many times times have I not believed that his talent would translate well on an NFL stage? And I only really thought that because I knew he would get drafted high and end up on a shit squad. I
Mhm.
didn't think he would end up on my squad.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I've never seen a quarterback improve as much as Jalen Hurts has. I never
That
seen nothing
part.
like never seen nothing like it. That man put in some work. And as a result, right now he's a leading MVP. Matter of fact, not the leading, fuck it. He's gonna be the MVP of this league. He
I
put in
hope
that
so.
work.
You're
But
calling it
but
now?
but Jay
Going it now.
Jamal,
He's
it's on you.
MVP. Two
It's
You
games,
on
might
three
have
you.
was it?
seen
2 games left. MVP.
you might have seen that same progress with Lamar if they got him some weapons. Jalen Hurts got weapons over there. He
He
got
got weapons.
ammunition. He got
He got
Lamar
clips.
got
defense. He got a
Lamar
line. They got a good
Lamar
coaching
got
staff.
weapons too. Lamar got
Lamar
weapons
got
too,
Mark
but
Andrews,
That's it.
Lamar
Mark
don't have
Andrews.
Deshaun
Lamar don't,
Jackson. He got Deshaun Jackson.
but he don't have an
Uh,
offensive
Not
line that can keep him
36-year-old
from running
Deshaun
around.
Jackson.
No weapons.
But Jamal, it's
Well,
on you.
shit. What about Saquon Barkley?
no,
Why you
he
bringing the Giants
11,
into this,
11,
bro? Why
11,
are you
11
bringing the
motherfuckers
Giants
know.
into this,
11,
Hell
11,
bro?
no.
11 motherfuckers know who
Come
get the
on,
ball
man.
every down,
What
and
about the
Barkley
Sixers
still pull it
mid
off,
ass?
man.
What about the Sixers mid ass record right now? What are you talking about, bro?
Wait
Come
a minute,
on, man.
hold. What's this got to do with
see.
this? Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley is
right,
not
right.
an MVP player
No,
right
no,
now. He's gonna make the Pro
nobody
Bowl
brought
game.
him up. Nobody brought
No,
him up, JP.
but
But you.
TJ,
Nobody
hold
brought him
on.
up but you,
Hold,
JP.
no,
Nobody brought him
TJ,
up but you,
You
JP.
happy,
Stop
TJ?
it,
We'll see
man.
you
You see what you
Stop
did,
it.
that.
TJ?
We'll see
Stop.
I
you
gotta,
See what you
Stop.
did?
Stop, man.
hold on.
Stop. Get out your
I gotta,
feelings, bro.
hold on. I gotta mute y'all because O brought up Saquon, not JP. I gotta defend my man. Your Giants brother brought up Saquon.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that
Yeah,
part. I'm not gonna lie.
you fucked that up.
I was like, yo, I said, oh man. I was like, no, TJ, no.
See? Hey, Dad, see, you work about the Sixers. You work about the Sixers already. We're not even talking about this no
Bro,
more.
TJ, bro, you sent JP from 0 to 160, bro.
All
It's
right,
like,
Jamal.
yo,
We're not bringing up JP's age on this
okay,
episode. Give your
okay.
athlete of the year.
So my athlete of the year, it was easy. It's messy. Whenever a goat retires, and a goat retires in the most goat way possible, from a legendary team and probably one of the most legendary games in sports ever, you got to give it up to him, and it's going to be the midget Lionel.
There you go. There you go. All right, y'all. So that was that. We're moving on from sports because, as y'all know, this is what this show was founded on. But I want to go now. I want to go something a little different now, and uh, I'm gonna start with you, Salty, and we're gonna talk about what was the favorite episodes or favorite episode of your own podcast that you got to say we all need to go back and check. What was your favorite episode of this year?
Wait. Don't put. Wait, I can't be the first one. Wait a minute.
All right,
Because
DJ, if you come back on camera, you so all right. So we'll
Yeah.
pause you on that. DJ, what was your favorite episode this year of The World Is Yours? Off mute.
All of them. They was all great. They was all classics. But my favorite one was probably Fat Kayak Daddy. We did that one back in July. And I was on a road tour, I was hanging out and I went to go kick it with two members of the cast and I hung out at my mom's house and I was just recapping like my mom got money now and one of my co-hosts got a Range Rover. So when he came by and she was just like, "Oh, who's that with the Range Rover outside?" And it was just like, "Yo, you had a character, ma. Like, why you you got a Benz in the garage? Why you acting like that way over this man's Range Rover?" So I think that's one of my favorite episodes because I don't think they thought that I would take the joke there because it's like it's my mom. So everybody was in the green room was just like, "Oh yeah, it was cool. Yeah, DJ's mom, she was nice. She cooked a lot of good food." And I was just like, "Nah, my mom got weird when y'all niggas came up with the Range Rover."
All right, TJ, we'll come back to Salty. What was your favorite episode of the Star Five this year?
Well, I'm gonna pick bias, but I mean one of my it's 1A, it's 1A and 1B. Of course 1A is Team Predator versus Team Kevin from Home Alone. That shit. I went
Yeah,
back and listened to that like 3 times already. That shit
that
was
was
hysterical.
that
I
was
was
highlight reel
spazzing out.
material.
I was spazzing out. I got beside myself. I got way too emotionally involved in Predator versus Kevin from Home Alone. I don't know what
Son
the fuck these
said,
people are
"What?"
thinking about.
it's
He
a
said,
great
"How the?
question.
It's
No, it's
not a
not.
question. It's not a
No,
question.
please don't
He's an
do this."
alien that was superior technology. And you talking about a kid with Legos and paint cans? I'm not
But
getting
my
into this.
but,
You see
but
how I'm
hold up.
building up? You're
To
building
be
me up, bro. You're building
to
me
be
up, bro.
to be technical, Kevin McAllister killed the Wet Bandits 20 times.
Bro, you
He's
talking
like
about the worst criminals of all time in the history of
still dead.
criminalization, bro. These dudes
So
were
the
Ringling
Predators
Brothers and
got advanced
Barberry
technology,
Circus.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger threw a tree at one.
Bro, do you
Like
understand? Do you understand what you're
Danny Glover
comparing
beat
Kevin
one. Come on,
McAllister? Stop it, man. Stop it. Nobody
Danny
acknowledges
Glover.
that W. Nobody acknowledges that W. All right? We're talking
You're
about
too old for
Predator.
this shit, Danny Glover.
Yo, listen, we blow up the house. Goodbye, Kevin McAllister. I don't give a fuck what you're planning about, what your afternoon is like. If you're going to brunch tomorrow, I don't give a shit. But Kevin McAllister is dead. All right? That's it. He's dead. He's dead. But my 1B was the episode with Wyatt and talking about all of us going out to go visit his ass
That
in
was
the freezing cold.
that
That shit
was
was legendary.
that was if that was one. I know when we started to break down some of the old school shit was dope. I know that's on Jamal's list, but I think I got to go with the Wyatt episode also. How we was all where he said like a 3 bedroom was like 1,100 or less a month, and we all got up. And was like, "That's it. You got new neighbors. We moving to Montana."
Bro, we
All
shut
of
down the podcast. We was all about ready to fucking turn off the
we
screen.
was, we
And we was
was
like, yo,
all,
we booking tickets to where's
we
he?
was going to
North
Montana.
Dakota? Montana?
Montana.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we out
Um,
there next week.
Jamal, what was yours?
Definitely the retro joint. The retro joint. When we was just going back because it gave a snapshot of kind of where we all came from in our childhood and what influenced us and a whole bunch of shit. So that was dope just to get that insight. But that's 1A. One is Wyatt. Um, just because it was so random that this dude from a trail in Montana was just joining the show. Had a tight Lakers jersey on. My man was rocking it hard, and
Yeah, he's a big dude, though. He's a
he's a
big
big
dude.
dude. He's a big dude. He's a lineman. Yeah,
He's
he's
been
straight
a
up
fan
lineman.
of us. He's been a fan
Yeah,
of us for a little while too. So
no
shout outs
doubt.
to Wyatt all day.
Yeah. Um, um, live, and when he was breaking down Montana, and it just took us to a whole different area, bro. What I mean. And dude was cool as all hell, you know. And then we was even joking about uh, doing a show out there and some shit, and not even figured out how the fuck we gonna get out there. But anyway,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
know,
Oh,
Also,
but,
how many times we got pulled over from leaving the airport to get to his
yeah,
place? So,
yeah, yeah, bro.
oh,
That's it,
what
man.
was your
So,
favorite episode?
My favorite episode, man, was probably one of the first ones I joined you guys on, man. The one where we were doing our top 10 down south rappers, and we had this long debate whether Andre 3000 should be in that list. That one. I still think about that one, to this day, but and have new points and shit like that. But and also 1A would definitely be the retro one, because that was just fun, just reminiscing with y'all and about Saturday morning cartoons and afternoon after school cartoons and shit. So a lot of the ones that I don't remember, like we all remember Thundercats, He Man, Transformers, GI Joe. But when we start talking about Mask and Silverhawks and shit like that, you start jogging your memory, and yeah, so
Nah,
that one was fun. That was fun to
Jamal pulled
reminisce, man.
Jamal pulled out some crazy shit. Yeah, he pulled out the crazy TV shows on that one. But JP, I know you've been in and out all year, but I don't know if you've been listening. What's been your favorite this year?
I would agree with the Montana one, but I think the one was when we were talking about the retro as well, and we were getting in about who was the baddest chick. That was like what. Remember we got to a heated debate about that.
Oh yeah, y'all talking about Linda
oh,
Carter?
yeah, because
Yeah,
your man
Yeah,
don't
Oh
like Wonder
yeah.
Woman. Your man does not like Wonder Woman, yo, and I'm very disturbed by that.
Is that
Who's
specifically Linda Carter, Wonder Woman?
Yes,
yes?
yes,
Okay.
yes. He
yeah,
does not
yeah,
find her attract. He
Who
does
said
not
that?
find her
yeah.
attractive.
They said
Who
that. I
said
mean,
that?
it started a whole big
straight
debate.
vanilla,
Was
straight
that when
vanilla.
Nah,
Demetrius was
man,
on? Was
everybody's
that
childhood crush.
was that when Demetrius was on, or somebody who said that?
It was us. It was us. It was just us. That one.
No, yeah, but it was. Oh, you said you didn't like Linda Carter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
don't like
that's
Yeah.
Linda
Oh
correct.
Carter.
That is
yeah,
correct. I
Yeah,
yeah,
did say that.
that's
it was
right.
Because
blasphemous. It's
how
still
dare y'all? How
blasphemous.
dare y'all disrespect Charlie's Angels like that?
Oh
Y'all
my
would pick
God, are
Linda
you
Carter over
kidding?
over Charlie's Angels. That's crazy.
Yes, yes.
Here
yo,
we go.
Linda
Here we
Carter
go.
over Daisy Duke. That
oh
is
man,
crazy.
Niggas
oh,
ain't touching
oh, I'm
guard.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you some photos, bro. Some retro photos.
Real.
Some
But
not safe for work
anyway,
photos. Yeah.
if we employ all y'all, anybody listening, watching, please go back to some of those old episodes this year from all of us and go check them out. But we're gonna get right into the fuckery, DJ.
Wait, I got mine.
Oh, now you're ready. Go ahead. I
Sorry.
forgot.
I wasn't my bad. It's between when we did our DC report card because DC Studios fucks up a lot, but
All of it.
definitely when we talked about the boys and just the comic and the TV show and just how much it really does hit close to home because it's just like, yeah, I guess if superheroes were real, it would be some weird commercialized bastardized shadow of itself and be it would look exactly like the boys, and they would all be really fucked up degenerates just like
There's
what you
racist
find in the boys.
superheroes. We just don't know about
Right.
it.
And speaking of some of them racist superheroes, we're gonna give out the That Nigga's Crazy award right now. DJ, because you've been
Oh
saying
man.
some wild shit this year on your podcast, man. Who gets the That Nigga's Crazy award? I gotta start with you.
Meg the
And we,
Stallion.
Oh
Meg the
shit.
Stallion. It's not gender specific, right?
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. So and look, I hope none of y'all get canceled for this, but she gets the That Nigga's Crazy award this year because even though this shit happened 2 years ago, she had all this time to back out. She had all this time to get a better story, better practice, better. Like she's going to be a great actress, but she went on Gail. She was like, "Yo, did y'all have an intimate relationship?" What do you mean intimate? You a college graduate? You don't know what intimate means? Okay, no, we didn't. First day in court, yeah, we was fucking. They was fucking. Caught a body over here, caught a body over there. Ben Simmons, like, it's crazy. That nigga's crazy. Thinking that that Canadian gentleman, like, putting that man career at risk, and who cares if he did it? I don't think that's important right now. This
I
all
think
this
it's
right
important.
here.
I think it's
Wow,
very.
so it's more important about who she was fucking than who shot her.
No, because we're never going to get that. We're never going to get that. We're never going to get that truth. And because it happened to LA, this is like a watered down
That's
version of the OJ
crazy.
trial. They took the bullets out her feet and they came into court and it was like, hey, we need the bullets for evidence. We lost it.
Damn.
That's just like OJ. Hey, I took the evidence to the crib. I went in the house and old girl was laid up bloody, and I went in the house and put a blanket on her from the house on evidence control. That's exactly what happened with the OJ trial. The cops is good for policing to a certain extent, but when something important happens, you see how sloppy their work is. And some of that is benefiting her, but it's always just going to be boom, check it. If you say anything bad against Meg, you don't believe black women. If you say anything against Meg whatsoever, you don't believe black women. She don't even know who shot her. She said the bullet came out the gun, went in one foot, out of the same foot, and through the other foot. What kind of wanted bullets is they using? Morgan Freeman couldn't do that in the movie when they was slinging bullets sideways. It don't happen. It's impossible. Okay.
So, Running Larry had said my nominee is Brittany Griner for toting oils into Russia. That, that was
Nah,
a crazy ass
she
moment.
might be a hero for that. She might be a hero for that.
I think that whole situation is fucked up because at the end of the day, no one supports the WNBA to the point that a black lesbian woman had to go play ball in a country that hates her by default.
Cause it's not popular.
That part,
Cause,
but
cause,
because they
'cause-
don't make the same money out
That's
here.
because no one buys the tickets.
Yeah.
because nobody wants to see
Look,
that
I,
on
I'm with the
TV.
comedian Bill Burr. Where are all the feminists? He's like, there's like the stadiums, like WNBA night should be at least halfway filled with women.
That's what they
All right.
thought when they made it. They was like, yo, this shit's always gonna be a hit. I'd rather go watch the Big Three.
Hey,
I think
whoa.
women would rather go watch the Big Three.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know
WNBA's all
about.
right. I watch them. I watch them. You
Yeah.
know, I think they play good basketball and stuff. And women are very good. Especially United States, the women dominate. They play
Oh,
good
sure,
ball. I
sure,
know
sure.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not flat, anything like that. Damn, they are some good players.
Yeah,
Look,
but this is the That Niggas Crazy Awards, and he picked Meg, which was funny as fuck. But I want to show of hands real quick because I know at one point people was looking at Kyrie, but I gotta
Not
ask,
me.
how many people really have Kanye West on their list? Raise your
I
Yeah, I
hand.
got
definitely
Kanye
that.
West.
Okay.
I got two. I got
Y'all,
two on my
y'all,
list.
y'all, y'all are picking the low hanging fruit, bro. Y'all are picking the
no, no,
low
no,
hanging
fuck that.
fruit.
No, hold
He
on. Hold on. Hold on.
he was
Hold
on InfoWars, and Alex Jones
Yes.
looked like the
Yes.
sane one. Do you
Yes.
know how
Yeah.
fucked up you have to be
Yes.
for Alex Jones to be the voice of reason?
This is true.
This dude went on TV with a damn stocking cap over his head like Dumb Donald from Fat Albert, bro, and was screaming.
He's a fuck idiot.
My
Kanye's
nigga
a
looked
fuck
like a rejected Bond villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
And
wanted, I
having
wanted.
said all having said all that, he goes to the studio and his beats. I mean, he ain't missed a step with his beats, with his music. No, I'm not talking about his, his rhyming and all that. But as far as producing, he hasn't missed a step.
Well, I
And
mean, Hit the
apparently
Walker can
R.
still
Kelly
run.
made a crazy new album. I'm not
Yeah.
listening to either.
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Kanye definitely is a 1A. TJ, who do you have before we go to the 1B? Because we just let Kanye. Go ahead.
Will fucking Smith. That nigga is crazy.
Go
To
ahead.
walk
I
up
forgot.
on live television and smack another man on the biggest TV award show of all time, and then
Another
sit
black
back
man
at
too.
his
Another black
go
man.
back and sit back at his table, and his wife looked at him like, "Nigga, you crazy,"
His wife
and
crazy.
then go collect awards after it like he didn't do shit.
I don't think that's the crazy part.
The crazy part
I don't think.
was Jada looking at him like, "I didn't ask you to do that." That was the
Nah,
crazy
him
part.
him going to the DJ booth after he won the awards, him going to the DJ booth and asking them to play Get Jiggy with It in 2022, that was crazy.
Wow, I
Man
didn't know
went
that
No,
to the
part. I
DJ
didn't know that
booth
part.
and made the special request, like,
I didn't know that part.
put that Will Smith set on for me real quick. I'm about to
yo,
make my
I don't got
entrance.
that God. I don't got that God.
I think
You ain't got
Yo,
Miami in your Toronto?
A DJ playing that song in 2022 is like a tattoo artist tattooing babies. It just shouldn't do it.
They said another one in the comments below. Running Larry has said another nominee is Nick Cannon for busting nuts at everyone.
Oh my God.
hey,
Facts.
Nah,
Facts.
but I think
that he's in his Genghis Khan bag. He trying to have 1/16th of the population DNA to trace back to him.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Like Kyrie said, man, I know where I'm from. They gonna know where they from. But, but anyway, but nah, I not to give everybody's answers because we don't really need to go all the way around the table. But Herschel Walker, I think, might be the king of this year.
All right, wait.
Yeah, pause for a second because Jamal, we've been going in on this for a minute, and let's bounce off pause. Let's bounce off each other for a minute on this,
Yeah.
right? I see you prepping. Yo, this nigga here, right? You talked about dumb Donald, right? I'm gonna bring up Mushmouth,
Mm.
and this is the guy who he said, you know, I'm smart. I went to school, and people call me a coon, but they don't know that coons are some of the
Smartest animal
smartest
around.
animals in around.
My mama said.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
nigga, raccoons are smart when they are out at night and they see something bigger than them, they run the opposite way.
Yo,
Where the
y'all
fuck
let-
is
That's the extent of it.
they let
No.
this walk-in CTE case.
Yeah.
exactly?
I was just about to say that.
Man, it's like this. It's like, what's crazy is not him because we know why he's the way he is. I mean, he probably wasn't sharp to begin with, but he got CTE. He wasn't born that way. What's crazy is the next day, the Republicans who were so mad that he lost, they legitimately nominated Buckley and thought they was going to win an election.
Yes,
But the
And
sad
then
part was, it was close.
that's
That's why I say they crazy.
Yeah.
Them folks is crazy, and
Yeah.
they sent this man couldn't complete a sentence. They sent him out on stage every day, and he probably I don't know what I was going to say. They said, "Joe, just don't use any periods and say what don't come out your mouth." And that's what he did. just keep saying shit.
I was watching a vampire movie. I'm like,
They told, right, Jamal, you said don't use sentence. They told this nigga, run, just like they
Just
did
say
with the
it.
They said,
He
run,
like-
nigga, run.
I don't know.
And
My
the
mom said
crazy-
this. Why they call them walnuts? Walnuts don't grow on no walls, so I don't know what to cover. You know what I mean?
that's why Donald Trump fucked with him. Because Donald Trump's speech is going random ass tirades. He's like, hey, the guy's making perfect sense. More about the vampires. And don't forget to mention Joe Biden.
and the werewolves.
And the
This dude was
werewolves.
talking about Fright Night like he just saw it the week before.
But the worst part of all of it, to be honest with you, besides hearing him talk, right, is the way his son came out. And in a way, pause. He didn't come out. He's been
Double
out.
entendre.
He's been-
But
I
yeah,
was about to say,
yeah.
come out.
That's
Not missed him.
bars. That's bars right there. But
Yeah.
it's the fact that like we had to side with him
Yeah.
because he
And
wasn't
he's an
lying.
ass.
He's a
But
rotten individual too, and we had to side with him. You're right.
But we didn't. But he wasn't lying.
No,
That's
he just
Oh,
got
you talking
sick
about
of it.
Herschel Walker?
Yeah, and and
It sucked.
and you know what's even crazier? I'll give a crazy nigga moment just overall.
Yeah.
The
Werewolves
fact that
versus vampires.
no, the fact that we had to actually side with Jason Whitlock on something
Yeah.
Oh
about the
Yeah.
Kyrie
God.
Irving
Oh,
incident. That
oh,
that made me vomit in my mouth a couple
oh,
times. But
Yeah.
as they say, a broken clock is right twice a day,
oh.
and he
Except when
was
it's Herschel
right.
Walker.
Mhm.
Well,
You
except
know,
when it's Herschel Walker.
a clock could get broken at least 3, 4 times.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm pulling the arms off that bitch. Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying? But that was just one of them bugged out moments of the year that we actually had to agree with Jason
Yes,
Whitlock,
sir.
Ugh.
which was
Yes, sir.
insane. And that was behind the Kyrie Irving incident,
Fucking
which
pig rider.
we don't even need to go in on that anymore, man, because what we're going to go to is the most controversial moment of this year. And
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
JP, and then we'll start off with y'all. What was the most controversial moment of the year, JP?
Man, I really can't think of one. It was a lot, but hmm, offhand, I can't really think of one offhand. I'm gonna skip this one.
Oh. All right.
So, oh, it's on you.
Um. Damn. As far as controversial, I don't know if we want to call it the most controversial thing of this year. As far as social media goes, I guess Elon Musk takeover of Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And a grand exodus follows thereafter. You know, I'm shit. I'm surprised Twitter is still around, still floating around right about now.
So's he.
You know, yeah,
So,
yeah. So is he. You know, I mean, it's that part I think is yeah, it was a little shocking. You know, if
yeah,
I
and
had to
I'm
choose.
I'm I'm glad Twitter is dying its slow death. To be honest with you, y'all know
Mm.
how I feel about that, man. But TJ, most controversial to you?
Most controversial? Sheesh. There's so much. Donald Trump running for president again.
It's yeah, it's a little
This
Allegedly.
man's got what? Like 9 lawsuits out against him right now,
Yeah.
all stemming from corruption, theft of government property, you know,
Hmm.
his
Insurrection, treason.
it's all that. And the man still had
January
the
6th.
solid, the solid bronze stones to say, yo, fuck all of that. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it even better than I did it last time. I don't give a fuck who's riding with me or not. And I mean,
And and TJ, and he's selling his trading card for $99. Already made $4 million already.
are you
yeah,
That's what,
serious, bro?
yeah,
yeah.
he's got a set
Yo,
of
It's
wild ass
stupid.
NFTs
yo.
out.
Yes, because
He
he got a
It tells
speaks
cult.
you,
to
it tells you a
he
lot about
speaks to that
America. It tells you a lot.
It's a cult,
he,
bro. And that
he
collection
speaks to
plate came
that
around.
hardcore snow sapien redneck.
Yeah.
DJ, what you
Snowmo
got is
Some
most
Negroes too.
controversial?
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, and anybody in his camp would have been like, yo, give that shit up. Yo, give it up. Live to fight another day. Clean up your shit first. But nah, he's going full steam ahead.
He
That
got
was
to let him
just
stay out of the clink. That's why he's
that's
D-
doing
that,
it.
that's
DJ,
just crazy to me.
Mm.
Teflon down, baby.
what you got is most controversial besides the mute button?
I was going to say Trump. I was going to say Trump, but there's a little bit of genius in his nonsense. Like the whole burying his wife at the golf course. Like
Yep.
that's
Oh
genius.
my God.
Yep.
That's genius. I just
Mm.
need one body that you can't even prove, and now
Mm.
there's no property tax. Now you can't
Mm.
foreclose it. You can't take it back. Like, yo, I'm about to bury somebody in the backyard tonight. You hear me? But I'd say the
I'm
biggest
pleading the fifth.
controversy, the biggest controversy's got to be the Anti Defamation League against Kyrie,
Yeah.
because what they asked from
Mm.
him and what they asked from him was crazy, and then for him to start completing these tasks, and they was just like, yeah, that's not good enough, fam. Like that's a little crazy. that you can use your weight, use your power like that to, those guys are like supervillains now in my eyes. It's different if he came out and he said, "Hey, I support this movie. Holocaust didn't happen. Jews are bad. Jews are always running the show." He never said nothing like that. He just tweeted a link.
Mm-mm.
That's
He
it.
just tweeted
Yep.
a link to a movie. And
That's
that
it.
can happen automatically depending on how your settings is set up, right? Like he
This
just
is
tweeted a
true.
link. Uh, but I do love the hustle of the creator because what did he do? As soon as it caught some steam, you can't even buy the joint. You got to pay $50 to rent it for 48 hours.
Hmm.
Capitalize on it. Make your bread. Now it's a crazy movie, a crazy doc, but he knew what he was doing when he would make it. It just didn't catch steam for 12, 14 years.
Yeah, I gotta say, I just gotta say the whole aspect of what they believed was an attack on the Jewish faith as a whole has been the most controversial, stemming from just Kyrie, just again, just simply retweeting the image of a movie and then coming on an interview with NBA talking about I know who I am, and they just watched it to learn more about who he was, as if there isn't black Jews in this country. But then you got Kanye West going DEFCON 3, not
Mhm.
DEFCON 3,
Yeah.
and just pouring more fuel on that fire. That whole situation made it worse. And then on top of, like, what made it worse was the whole DEFCON comment, because all the stuff he spoke beforehand, with everything that went on, it was almost like they proved him right in what he was saying until he said, "I'm going DEFCON," and then like you said, Corey, was then he went on Alex. Then he went no, he went on he went on the Proud Boys founders show first
Oh God.
and walked out on that show. Even had them befuddled, like, I can't believe he's saying this shit on our airwaves, and they're the ones who always scream the Jews won't replace us, them cornballs that they are. And then go on Alex Jones, Mr. Frogs Ain't Gay, lizard people. I mean, the frogs are turning gay, and the lizard people, which, side note, the frogs are turning gay thing actually has been proven scientifically that there's been shit in the water. But to try to say that against humans, you're an idiot.
But
But
frogs
anyway,
are hermaphrodites already, so I mean,
right, right, right,
I
right,
don't understand
Yeah,
that. But
right,
there's several frogs that change sexual I
sex,
yeah.
yeah.
right. But again, to come from that quack is still whatever. But but I'm just saying, to be on Mr. Frog's Turning Gay show, Alex Jones, who at one point I used to listen to Alex Jones before the whole Trump shit, before all the crazy shit, when he
Before
was
the
actually,
Sandy Hook.
yeah, before that too, when he was actually talking a lot of truths about this country. But even to have him, like Corey said, look sane when Kanye started talking about Jewish folks and Hitler wasn't bad, and he made highways and all. He's saying so much dumb shit that could be disproven easily by a person who reads books, because Kanye don't read books. You know what I'm saying? But the whole Jewish situation, just the end of this year, was to me the most controversial shit out there. Jamal.
For me, topic we brought up earlier, but we also um, on the show we brought it up as soon as it was a thing, was the Brittany Griner arrest, because it all started as just a female basketball player getting caught with drugs, and on this show we stated that Putin was going to use this as a bargaining chip, and he flipped that bad hand into a raw flush and got him back a war criminal. And
Bruh.
people who didn't know who Brittany Griner was, the whole world know who she is now. You know what I mean? And the way that shit blew up from just sports into politics on race and sexual orientation as well, and everything else that came along with it, um,
Mm-hmm.
to me is the biggest controversy of the year, because um, even myself, I didn't think she was going to make a big bargaining chip, but you know um, apparently she did, and this dude flipped it. Joe Biden was like, "Yo, I'm not going to leave her over there," and they got this war criminal home. Who's going in all facts was going to be out
He
in
he's he's
5 years
he's
anyway.
lucky.
Yeah,
He's lucky it was during like an election cycle though.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. But it is
Because
what
we
it
all
is.
know black
Yeah,
hostages.
yeah,
Shit.
Dave Chappelle said it best. You
Yep.
don't make great bargaining chips.
yeah,
We are
yeah.
not black. Hello.
Well, sometimes you gotta be patient with the hand, and that's what this dude did. And
yeah,
and
and
and he flipped the hell out of that shit.
and behind that, we learned about the Marine that nobody knew about before that. And that's one of them things that people weren't really
Nah,
talking about.
Dan, let's clear it up. Dan, he's not a Marine. He was
Yes,
dishonorably discharged,
There
discharged,
you go.
and he
There
and
you
he
go.
that
was
Sam got
and he got
forced
a
passports, bro.
There
yeah,
you go. So yeah, so
and
he was
he got convicted
problematic,
while he was in the service. So
Right,
right?
and
And
they
so
offered him to Trump, and
problematic.
Trump said no
yep.
when Trump was president. They
No,
offered him to
no,
Trump.
no. Real patriots only.
Yeah, mhm,
Give me the
yeah,
give me the
Yeah. So,
zombified kid from
but
yeah.
North
but but
Korea.
but but point is that we didn't know nothing about him as the masses is concerned, other than his
Right, right.
family. If it wasn't
Yeah,
for
it,
Brittany Griner, which again we did talk
political
about it
talking
on
point.
this show, and
Yeah,
when we did talk about Brittany Griner, we also said, "Yo, you as a person has to do better. You should know better. That you should have got rid of that shit before you even touched the airport." And this
Bro,
would have
she's
never
been
happened.
playing over there for 8 years. You don't think she knows the political climate? That's her job to know
Wow.
what's
yeah,
going on over there, bro. She played over there for 8 years,
Yeah,
and you
Like I
dropping the
so
ball
said,
like that,
yeah, she been going over to this country that really doesn't like her. It's just like outside of bouncing that basketball, that country will set you up for failure.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But
but
apparently this
she
time
didn't
they
but
help
did
her
it just
no, but
cause.
out.
they were giving her the bag over there. She was literally getting a bag over there more than she was getting over here in the
Of
WNBA.
course.
So that's the main reason why she went over there, and she kept on going because you're not going to turn down that type of bread.
Wow,
But
Luce. He said Pete. He said Brittany Griner looks like Pete Davidson with braids. I have to
oh my
disagree.
god,
Yo,
I have to disagree.
wow,
time
As
wow,
out.
as we
wow,
I was thinking
First
Larry
off,
Fitzgerald.
wow, wow.
Pete,
I don't
yo,
know. I don't
Pete
know
she
what
said
other.
Larry
Davidson.
Fitzgerald. No, she looked more like, oh no, Red Rat.
Oh shit.
Nonetheless, man.
Pete Davidson is the one person this year that pulled their punches when they didn't have to.
mhm.
When it came to Kanye, Pete
Oh,
Davidson really did pull his fucking punches.
he was tweaking him,
No, he didn't
bro.
pull no punches. What you talking about?
Nah, I
He
no,
nigga got
I
he got north, south, east, west tatted on him. He rubbed it all in Kanye's face until it was
true,
over.
but again, he was still
Staten
pulling his
Island, by the way.
punches.
Staten
I've
Island.
listened. I've listened to this man do comedy. He's
Yeah,
a when he doesn't care,
yeah.
it is absolute open fucking season.
He could have went harder. He could have went
Yeah,
worse
he
on
could have
Kanye,
went
but
harder.
Yeah,
I think Kim calmed him down a little bit.
Yeah.
she gave him that guac guac 5,000.
She's like, yeah,
And
Shout
and
out,
and he might want to go back to that. So you never know. You know what I'm
shout
saying?
yeah,
outs to Staten Island on that one. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we've been here long enough. We scrap that movie and album of the year shit, man. We're just gonna get right into what are y'all looking forward to for 2023? And I'm gonna start with our new brothers and guests. Corey, since you last spoke, you start this one off, then it goes to DJ.
2023. I'm looking to make some more connections, meet new people. We just finished applying for PAX East, E3. Uh, trying to see if I'm going to BlurredCon or not. Hopefully that goes well. And just trying to get healthier, man. Just trying to get healthier. Uh, yeah, man.
I feel you. DJ, what are you looking forward to?
Hopefully, I'm looking forward to some more bread next year. Hopefully, the job stop playing with me and give me that money that I earn. Couple more stamps on my passport. So we got to do some trips every year. We do at least one. This year we did two. So next year, two new places, two new stamps on the passport. Uh, Kids graduating, and hopefully I'll be able to bring the gang back together collectively, and I can do what you wanted to do, Dan. I can sit in the back, I can dance all in the videos. I can just produce the pod, and I can just watch them do what they do and partner off, and we can run like a 5 day a week show, and I can just mix and master and sit back and say, "Oh yeah, y'all did good on that," and they can have their own creative space.
Yeah, we definitely had a long conversation about that joint right there, man. And let's hope that does happen for you, man. With JP, what about
Man,
you?
I'm looking forward to hopefully having a better 2023, and also seeing what this sports brings us. Who's going to be the Super Bowl champion?
Hmm.
NBA champion. And all that stuff there. Who's really who's going to break out? Also, who's going to get Victor Wembanyama? Who's going to get him? So looking forward to some stuff.
Oh,
Um, Man, not much, man. Just more health and wealth this year. Just to build on 2022. You know, work on my new craft, this podcast thing. Trying to get better at it, and we see where we go from there. Oh,
Jamal,
definitely some more stamps on the passport too. Definitely.
Jamal.
That's what's up. Definitely looking more to travel more. Got some things working. Monetizing my art, my craft. Um, breaking bread with positive brothers. Um, and just making sure that each year is increasingly better than the previous.
Word. TJ.
Just building off my career, man. I got to get some more certs. Really get into this cybersecurity like I want. And further in my career. Wishing my daughter the best. She's doing well right now. And like you said, traveling is number one in everybody's book. And I'm setting up a few trips right now, so I'm definitely trying to do that. And just being a better person overall in general. Like I said, life is good, and I got not too much to complain about, and just build off of that.
Word. And travel is definitely on my book this year too, because my oldest daughter turned 16. She don't want a sweet 16 party. She wants to go somewhere. So we
That's what's up.
we're looking at places now. I was trying to look at Japan. She mentioned Brazil. That ain't a trip for the kids to go to. But she just said somewhere. She
Hey,
just
not
said
during
somewhere.
carnival season.
Yeah, she did. Well, her birthday's in August, so but she said somewhere hot and has extreme roller coasters. So we'll think about the extreme roller coasters. But I'm definitely down for hot weather. Watching my youngest daughter graduate 5th grade is on the bill this year. Watching my wife freaking progress in her job too, and hopefully land something bigger and better within the company that she's already in. And on a personal level is I can't wait to finish year 16 and start year number 17 and hopefully get this promotion in April, hopefully April. But I will close out with this because also tomorrow I go for a signing at work because your boy made the Department of Sanitation calendar for 2023.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Now,
hey, are you
JP,
wearing
J,
suspenders? You wearing
JP,
suspenders with your
JP,
shirt off? You wearing
JP, nah,
suspenders with
nah,
your shirt
nah,
off?
nah, nah.
It's like the
That's
There
probably
you
Chippendales
go.
calendar, or what?
There you go.
I could show you the picture, but I was told not to.
You about to
Y'all,
start your
y'all,
OnlyFans right now?
after tomorrow when it's official, yes. But but yeah, no Mandy Rose. Nobody's gonna be able to double dip off of that. But guess what month? And JP, don't give the hint. Guess
I'm
what
not saying
month I made? Guess what month I made?
December.
February.
December.
Ding ding ding. Circle gets the square. DJ got it. I am Mr. fucking Black History Month.
Oh,
Damn.
are you?
Damn.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you the only black guy in the calendar?
I
That
was
I
just
will
about to ask
find out
that.
tomorrow. I will.
Just about to ask
Goodbye. Later,
that.
y'all. Man.
I
You're
Oh
will
the only
find
wow.
out
black guy.
tomorrow. I
You might you
Wow.
might you might
I
have a
wish
case for HR, man.
again. I wish it was. I wish they asked me because I would have said yeah. Yo, please put me December because my birthday is Christmas Day. So of course I would have wanted December, but no, I might be the fattest person in this calendar, and I might be the only black man in this calendar. So we've
Wow.
already dubbed me Mr. Black History Month,
Look
and
at
I know
Dan
why.
blazing trailways and pathways for his other black brethren in the sanitation department. Shout
Fat
out to you,
black
Dan.
brothers.
They gonna
There's been
put
a
you on a motorcycle like they did Shaq and Steel.
nah.
They're gonna give you the kente cloth hat.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that on Photoshop after the fact. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna.
Add a little kente cloth.
I'm gonna make myself on that month and put me in like Dr.
You got
Umar.
to be
You know,
holding like a big sage candle too, Dan. You know
no,
what I'm
I'm a.
saying?
Hey,
A
hey.
black leather glove.
I'm gonna put. Nah, I'm gonna put. Actually, I have gloves on in this picture, but I'm gonna put a. I'm gonna put a word. I'm gonna put a word bubble on next to my face and be like, "Don't you find this suspicious? Don't you find
Brothers, we
this?"
must stay
You
focused.
gotta open up your third eye, brother.
And I'm gonna say it 3 times to make it true, just like Umar does. But anyway, yo, this has been dope. This is what I kind of
Damn, you
feel.
already out there, JG?
I
I'm
feel.
still out there. Yeah.
I
You look
feel
like
like
that one brother in the Blair Witch Project. I'm sorry.
he's about. He's about to. He's about to turn into Herschel Walker and the werewolves. But anyway, y'all, man, this was dope. I needed this. I needed this return. Glad we
Mhm.
closed out 2022 this way. As I stated, obviously off next week because the nigga turns 43 and it's the world's holiday, you know. So we'll be back in 2023 because again, the next weekend is the new year. Now we might I'm thinking of something for New Year's Eve. Maybe we could do some New Year's Eve, something fun. We'll talk about that on the side. But for now, this is definitely the last episode, unless we say otherwise for New Year's Eve of 2023. Corey, DJ, y'all get the first round of shout outs as always, man.
Uh, of course, first I want to thank you guys for having me in today. I appreciate that so much. Special shout out to the Ameriby Media family, Boss Lady, Comic Boss, Queen Nick, Demon Engine, Sadiq with Love. I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to get you guys back in our studio and get back to grinding.
Where can everybody find y'all?
That is amerimemedia.com, AMERIMEMEDIA. And the handle is very same for our social medias. Right now, we're happy to say we're 20,000 strong on Facebook. Still trying to figure out that Instagram, though.
I feel you, DJ.
Shout out to my daughter. Her birthday's tomorrow. Shout out to Breezy. She
Happy
turned
birthday.
17. She's going out for the driver's test. Hopefully she don't crash the John.
Oh boy,
Uh,
stay off the sidewalks. Stay off the
Everybody,
sidewalks.
stay off the sidewalks, please, because she it's a little rocky. But shout out to her. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to the gang. Joe, Cheese, Boo Wop. Shout out to y'all. The world is yours. Shout out to the mayor. Thank you for the invite. This was excellent. I was saying this morning, I think I might have forgot how to pod. I haven't podded since October, early October. So this was good to get back in game shape. I'm playing myself back in shape like Shaq in the early 2000s.
That's it. Playoff time. Word, man. Well, where can they find you and on everything?
The world is yours with a Z on the podcast app, Spotify, everywhere you listen, and we got a link tree somewhere in the details where you can find all the guys on TikTok when they make their sports content.
Cool, cool. JP.
I'm gonna let TJ go first before me. I want to go. I want to go after TJ.
Oh, you specifically at I know what that's setting up, TJ. Go ahead.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be kind right now. So shout out to our fellow podcast brothers. Yo, thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. Thank you first and foremost. Shout out to Dan. Welcome back, brother. Good to see you in good spirits. And moving forward with this thing next year. I love to hear it. Shout out to JG and JP. Yo, my brother's Big O. Not so Big O, but he's Big O anyway. Love y'all,
I'll
brothers.
take that. I'll take that.
I love your brothers, and much continued success for us in the future, man.
Now go ahead, JP.
Okay. Shouts to the two brothers that came on with us. Shouts to you all. Shouts to Big O. Shouts to Jamal, of course. Shouts to TJ. Shouts to you. Looking forward to you on Christmas Day. And don't be running afterwards neither. And also
Bro,
shouts to the mayor.
please. I will
Shout
call
outs
you
to the mayor.
personally
Shout
if
outs
y'all
to the
lose.
mayor. Shout outs to the mayor. Don't worry. Don't go running and hiding like the damn Dallas Cowboy fans. Don't go running and hiding.
Listen, you can't
Also
spell
shout
Dallas without two L's, so don't worry about it. I'm not going anywhere.
shouts to the mayor, of course. And hey man, I wish all of us the best for 2023, man. I hope we all live out our dreams and get what we deserve, man.
Appreciate this.
That's it. Oh,
Absolutely, absolutely. Yo, shout out to my brothers in pod. You know, it was cool. It was cool at first. You know, when we I took the break in stride, but after after a while it started becoming like, damn, you know, I'm missing this. I'm missing the camaraderie. You know, the fun, the jokes, and all that, man. So it's great to be back. You know, special shout out to our two guests today, man. Y'all brought the jokes and a different side of shit. I like that. You know, man, shout out to you guys again, man. And happy holidays. You know, and let's close the year out and on to bigger and better in 2023.
yes, sir, Jamal.
Yes,
Cool,
sir.
cool. Shout out to Corey and DJ, man. Appreciate y'all brothers coming on the show. It was a great show. Pleasure meeting y'all. Shout out to my brother Big O, to TJ, to the O's to the G's, JP. Shout out to the mayor. Wishing everybody, you know, happy holiday. You know, Dan, happy born day to you in advance, and happy World Day to you as well.
Thank you.
And JP and TJ, yeah, I'll be talking to y'all on Christmas Day. Let's see what happens.
That's what, and there was somebody on TikTok who tried to. Why are the Knicks on Christmas Day? They should have all the better teams. Shut the fuck up. The Knicks on Christmas Day is a part of my life.
It's tradition.
It's part of my
It's
staple.
tradition.
It's tradition. Fuck
Mhm.
that.
Yes.
I always
Orange
every
Jets.
year I turn a year older, and I get to watch my Knicks win or lose on Christmas Day. That's what it is.
Facts.
That's
I'll
how
take
it's
it.
supposed to
That's
be.
it.
I'll
That's it.
take it. But again, big ups to all of y'all. Corey, who's gonna come back in a second. I think he had to do a pee real quick. DJ,
Hey,
I hate this saying, but DJ, you already know. We locked in. We good. You good with me until you fuck it up. Both of y'all good with me until y'all fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely, as always, are welcome back here, just like we welcome everybody.
Messages don't fuck it up. That's the
There
message.
you go. But yeah, man. I mean, we did have a good year until, like I said, I hit my roadblock, but we snapped out of that bitch, and now we just set the new marker to be off and running for 2023. Um, I'm planning some personal changes in this. Like, I'm thinking about bringing back the mayor's office on like a real full-time schedule. We'll see about that. But all in all, this pod, though I thought it was gonna go somewhere, it ain't going nowhere. We'll see y'all in 2023. Peace.